Hey everybody, today I am going to be making some green chili stew. This is another new recipe that I have not made. I'm going to be making it in my Ninja Combi. I'm going to be using the sear, saute, and the slow cook function today. With that being said, you will see I have all kinds of good stuff in my Combi pan already. And then I have 4 potatoes there. So with that being said, there are 3 tablespoons of oil in here, along with 2 garlic cloves that I've minced up, 1 large onion. It calls for 1 pound of ground sirloin. I just have good old ground beef. I think it's 93%. And half a pound of ground pork, but I just put the whole pound in because we like meat in this family. And so with that being said, on step 1 here it says to brown the onion, garlic, sirloin, and pork in oil in skillet. Cook until the meat is no longer pink. And then obviously step 2 is going to be simple, along with step 3. So with that being said, let's put it in here and get it searing. Put this kind of like so. I apologize for the TV in the background. Alright. That, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. And we're already on the air fry side. So, we're just gonna go down here to sear, saute. And I'm putting it on high. And start. And the nice thing is you can leave this open because you'll be mixing everything around while it cooks. So, I actually am going to do that quick because I need to mix it all up. And yeah, it's not hot yet, so I can get away with touching it like this. And you hear it beeping because I'm pulling it out of here. So I'm actually going to pull it out first and mix it all together a little bit better now that I showed you what all I had in here. And then I'm going to put it back in there so it can do its thing. But yeah. Looks like it'll be a very hearty stew. But yeah. Get it all mixed in here. Okay. So I feel like that's a little better now that it's mixed a little bit more together. So I'm just going to kind of let it do its thing here for a little bit. And you'll see the timer's counting. But yeah, I will be back once it starts doing more fun stuff. Alright, so the ground beef and pork and onions and garlic have cooked on the sear saute function, as you can see. So for the sake of just making it easy to pour all the rest of the ingredients in there, I'm going to take it out. And it took me, with everything that was in the tray, it took roughly 26 minutes for it to cook on high. And so that might just be because of what all was in there and whatnot. So we are done with that function, so I'm going to hit the start stop button. Maybe. Apparently, let me put it back in here because it might not start and stop, as you can see, because I hit it. Let me just see if it'll work now. Because see, it's at 27 minutes, so that's how long it cooked roughly. And you have to keep the pot in there to stop the function, as you see. Sorry, my little girl's trying to tell me a fun story as well. So with that being said, now we can add the rest of our ingredients to our green chili stew. And in the background, her fish sticks got done in the other air fryer that I have. So I'm trying to multitask here, people. Bear with me. So now we're going to add in, it says 3 cups of chicken broth. I have obviously my 2-cup one right here. And then, obviously I need 1 more cup. So, I'm going to see about 1 more cup here.
What are you cooking?
I'm cooking some dinner. My little girl is very curious. Alright, and this will be 2.
I have lots.
Alright, there's 3 cups. And then it says 2 cups of water. Oh, and I almost forgot. I have to improvise with my water here. I'm grabbing some filtered water just because.
This way. Let's go fast.
Just because. So, 2 cups of water go in. And then for all the rest of the fun stuff, so we got the 2 cups of water and the 3 cups of broth. Next, you get 2 4-ounce cans of diced green chilies. I literally just took the lid off and I'm throwing them in there. Let's see if I can scrape out every little bit of green chili here. Okay. Alright. Okay. And like I said, we are adding in our 4 potatoes. And as you can see, it looks pretty darn full. So, it is going to feed a decent amount of people. Unless you got some hungry people at your house, and then it might just feed however many people you got in your house. I'm going to mix it around just a tiny bit here before I add in the rest of the good stuff. So there is that mixed around a tiny bit. Now we're just going in for the seasonings. So, oh, I almost forgot. We have to add in some frozen corn. 10 ounces, by the way, of frozen corn. And 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I just kind of eyeball it myself. So yeah, as you can see, we are very full, and I'll show you guys a little bit better here once I get all the seasonings and stuff put in here. 1 teaspoon of oregano, dried oregano I should say, and half a teaspoon of ground cumin. I do not have ground cumin, I did not realize that, but I do have coriander, and that is a good substitute. So, I will add in a half teaspoon of that instead. Like that. And 1 teaspoon of salt. And so with the salt, I'm just going to use the same teaspoon that I used for the oregano. And then you stir it all together and let it cook for, and there's your teaspoon of salt. You let it cook on low for 4 to 6 hours or until the potatoes are soft. And like I said, this is the first time me making this. So, we will see how it goes. I'm just going to get everything all mixed in here first, because it's a set it and leave it kind of thing, so, which is good. Okay, and I am going to use my oven mitt just because I did sear and saute in this pan, so it will probably still be nice and hot. So, if I remember where I put my oven mitt, oh, there it is. Okay. And I'm going to grab an extra one just for extra support since this is a little full. So, open that door as wide as I can. Slide that in there. Okay. And now we are ready to jump up to the, actually go down to the slow cook function here. And we want it on low, I believe. I know I already said that once before, but I want to double check. And 6 hours is going to be the lowest you can go here, so we're just starting it. But as you can see, that is how full it is with everything in there, so I will be back in a little while. Alright, we are done. I actually, for the last hour, I switched it over to high because I tasted some of my potatoes and they weren't quite done yet. So I'm hoping putting it on high for the last hour. And I did cook it just for 5 hours. You can still cook it for between 4 and 6. And like I said, I haven't made this recipe before. So we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off because I am done, like I said. So with that, I'm going to try to pull this out and not spill any of it because it's nice and full. So it's definitely very full. And oh, yeah, I'm very full and I spilled some, but that's alright. So go ahead and unplug that because I don't need that anymore. Scoot it over. Apologize for being in the way, but you know, improvising here. Alright. To me, it looks really good, and I apologize for the loud TV, but it's alright. Let me try. So, for me, I would probably still leave it in for 1 more hour, but I'm hungry, so for me, the taters still could use a little bit longer, like I just said, but that is how you make green chili stew in your Ninja Combi. And it does say that you can make cornbread or serve with warm tortillas. So as you see, we are doing cornbread. And yeah,